It's me. I don't know what camera I'm looking at. It's me, Vicky Marie. As you can see, or you probably can see, I'm on my phone because I'm still in a place where I haven't got any. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't got any internet, but it's just not, can't get it to work on my computer. So, yeah. So I'm on my phone again. Cheers. I'm on a cup of tea this morning. Okay. Now, again, I was sort of ummed and I thought, oh, shall I wait and do a video? Shall I wait and do a video when I can do a proper one? But do you know what? Well, life's too short to wait. Gosh, I'm looking at all the different cameras. This is the phone camera. Life's too short to wait, isn't it? And something came up that I know you'll be interested in. It's very interesting. It's by a lady that I've featured some of the things she's written about the Nicola Buller case before. She's the lady, which is called Mickey or Michaela, and she's the lady that did that brilliant piece on the Fitbit that I made a video about ages ago, a long time ago. Since then, a few other people have made a video about it. But, oh, good morning, Carla. Kelly, you still eating hobnobs? Send a hobnob. I haven't got any biscuits. Oh, I've got a Kit Kat. I've got a Kit Kat, but it's not that long since I had my breakfast. So hi, Carla. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for being here. So yeah, so Michaela has done another or Mickey. I'm not very good at using shortened names. I like to use full names. It's the teacher in me, I think. Anyway, Mickey or Michaela. Hi, Wendy. So Mickey has done this a new feature called the Glow Up. Now you can subscribe to. I don't really understand what Mickey does. She doesn't have a YouTube channel. She has like I don't know what you call it, like a blog, I suppose. She has like a blog, so you can sign up to her blog and you get all her articles. You know, she does it. She did that. The thing that Mickey did on the Fitbit was just so detailed, you know, and she actually sort of sunk her arm in cold water for hours, and you know, it was just brilliant. She really went into detail. And I'm trying to read your comments as I go, but so when I'm on the phone, they sort of fade in and out. It's really strange. So if I do miss your comment, if I miss say hello, I'm sorry. But because what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you, because I can't get on the StreamYard because I can't find my password for Google. Don't even talk to me about passwords. Why do we have to use passwords for everything? It drives it. We need a password to go to the toilet soon, or to, you know, you need a password to make a cup of tea. Could you imagine it? 'Cause it'll all be AI, robots, etc. Yeah, I know that this isn't moving, this chat. Oh, sorry. If I miss your chat, honestly, I'm so sorry because, let's see, live chat, all messages are visible. Okay, right, well, we'll see how it goes. So don't forget to like. I can see there's 23 people watching, only 3 likes, so if you don't mind liking the video, that's a big help. So mickey.ghost.io is hi Tama, is it Tama A or is it Tama? Hi Jennifer, hi Ruth. Lovely sun where I am. I'm just outside Manchester. Very nice, very sunny day here too. Now, so Mickey's done another blog and it's called, oh thank you, lots of likes appeared there, that was good. This blog, if you like, that she's done, I can't show you the pictures of it because I can't get on my StreamYard to do it, but anyway, it's called the Glow Up, which is quite an interesting name, and it's digging into the social media of Nicola Bulley's partner. Hi everyone. Hi Vicky, hi Mel, good morning Cornwall. It's even sunny in Scotland. Oh my God. Even sunny in Scotland. It's Tapsaf in Scotland. What have we done? Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to read this. Some of you may have seen it if you go on social media, or maybe you subscribe to Mickey. I would definitely recommend it. I will put the details in the description box. Maybe not today while I'm on the video, but when I get back onto proper videos and being able to get on my computer, it's. I will put this in the script, so you can go on. You can subscribe to Mickey. And she doesn't only look into the hi David, hi Lara, Kelly. It's freezing in Melbourne. Oh my God, got the opposite weather then. So yeah, so she doesn't only do the Nicola Bulley case. She does other cases, any missing people, especially women. She's a mother. Hi, Anne France in North Wales. And she feels a connection. This is it. I think a lot of people they feel the connection to Nicola Bulley because there's lots of connections, isn't there, for different types of people. So if you're a mother, there's a connection because of her children, or if you're an older woman and you've got children, a daughter her age, or you're going through the menopause, or you're suffering domestic violence, because there's a possibility that she was. And it's all very shady, but no, I don't believe in smoke without fire. I honestly don't. I don't think people start talking about things like that for just badness. I think there's always something in it. And amazing great. Oh yes, hot. Oh, I'm so glad to be out of the heat. Hi Maltese. Oh good. Well, let's wish you a speedy recovery from your knee replacement. You've got a bionic knee now. Because so everything's bionic these days, and it's brilliant. I'm hoping by the time I need one, it'll just be like an hour-long operation. Probably I mean, when I say by the time I need one, it won't be that long, probably, but probably be a robot doing it like they do everything else. Anyway, I don't care as long as they do it okay. Yeah, get well soon. You'll be running around the block soon. Okay, so Mickey did that fantastic investigation into the Fitbit, etc., and wrote to well, she did try writing to Ben, what's his name, the MP for St Michael's, but of course she's not a constituent, so it was her that was appealing for. Hi Lara Croft. Okay, so again, don't get to like, because there's 47 people, 49 people in here now, and only 17 likes. So probably some people are for those of you that are watching, maybe watching from other channels, trying to get an idea for your content. Hi, but don't forget to like, please, at least, or maybe watching for other channels so you can do a thumbs down. I don't care. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best. Okay, so I'm going to read it out. So it's called The Glow Up. It's very interesting. So she starts off with a Daily Mail article, which I hadn't, because I'd seen all this, and I remember thinking at the time, oh, I don't expect that's true, but I didn't look into it as deeply as she's looked into it. But on Saturday, February the 18th, the Daily Mail, I think it's the Daily Mail. Let me just check. I think it's the Daily Mail, but anyway. Oh no, the Sun. The Sun, another very reputable newspaper. Hi, Daniel. No, I don't hate men. I love men. I don't like domestic abusing men, but I love men. I don't think I'd probably like you very much because you're a bit of a prat, aren't you? But generally, I love men. But I like nice men, not horrible men. Okay, so let's go back into it. So, yeah, on this Sun newspaper on Saturday the February on Saturday. Do you know, it's always horrible men that think women don't like men because they don't like horrible men. Have you noticed that? So as soon as you say, "Oh no, I don't like that person because they're a domestic abuser," or "I don't like that person because they're a bit of a twat," they say, "Oh, you don't like men." So then you know that they're probably a bit of a twat as well, don't you? Strange. Anyway, just don't you think, Kelly? I mean, what's wrong with him? Fuck off and go and watch another channel where they love men. You know, watch Dan Wootton's channel. He likes men. Okay, so let's go back to the Sun newspaper on Saturday, February the 18th, and this was the story that Mickey has highlighted here. Disgraceful online trolls hack into the social media accounts of Nicola Bulley's partner. So, do you remember this? That apparently they went into his LinkedIn. Do you remember that when he went into his LinkedIn account? And anyway, this is what it says. Online trolls are believed to have hacked into the social media account of Paul Ansell, the partner of missing Nicola Bulley, and posted. Sorry, it just makes me laugh because and posted sexually explicit images of women. You know, why would anyone do that? Why would you hack into someone's account and post? I mean, that's the sort of excuse that a husband comes up with, isn't it, when his wife finds that he's downloaded sexually explicit photos and he says, "Oh, someone must have hacked into my account." I mean, maybe it's true, but it just seems a bit laughable to me, to be honest. Yeah, so sick internet trolls are believed to have hacked into a social media account of missing Nicola Bulley's traumatised partner, Paul Ansell, and posted sexually explicit pictures of women. Yeah, I've been hacked. He's been hacked. He was hacked. And those pictures of, what I think has happened is, of course, the police have gone into all the social media accounts. They probably found these pictures, and he said, "Oh, I must have been hacked." Anyway, on Sunday, February the 19th, the day before Nicola Bulley's body was found, someone connected to her partner, if not her partner himself, took the time to sell a story to the media about how his Pinterest and other social media accounts had allegedly been hacked. So this is the other thing, is to get money for this story. He's not... Anyway, don't. The body found had not been yet identified as Nicola's, but the partner seemed to believe it was hers as he released a text statement to Inzaman Rashid, saying he and the family were in agony. And that was the text that he sent to the guy from Sky News. And then the next day, when the body was identified, it was, "Leave us alone now, we can't believe, that Sky News contacted us," etc. Anyway, so I'm reading out what Mickey says, so don't hang draw and quarter me. But I agree with Mickey wholeheartedly. But this is what I'm just agreeing with her. She's looked into it, she's investigated it like she does. It's her words, but I agree with her. Okay. Hi, Chumba. Hi, David. Okay, so for the hacking story, the victim used the Daily Express, which disseminated it to other outlets owned by Reach Media Group. Because that's the other thing we've got to remember, they're all owned by the same people, aren't they? So this included the Mirror, the Manchester Evening News, Lancashire Live, etc. And these publications all published sympathetic and defensive stories that also tended to help plant rumours, suggestions, and confusing details in the weeks leading up to February the 19th and afterwards, led by quotes from Nicola's friends, one in particular. Well, we all know who that one is. So don't forget to like. So there's 70 watching and only 26 likes. So if you don't mind, please like. These articles were so glowing and treacly towards the partner that at times it felt to me like he had a PR rep working for him. Maybe he did. Maybe, well, Emma was his PR rep, wasn't she? Now, Michaela, who's writing this, she is an ex-journalist. So, as an ex-journalist with a retired news editor parent, I found it hilarious but not surprising that the Daily Express in particular wrote a non-editorial news piece that contained editorial language, specifically calling the alleged hackers disgraceful online trolls. Well, to be honest, if they've been hacked, they don't know who hacked. It might have been Emma who hacked into, if it had been hacked, it could have been anyone who hacked into it. It could have been the police. It just amazes me how they always say, hi Joanne, they always say, we're not supposed to speculate. Don't speculate. And then they just make things up. So they're just saying it was hacked by disgraceful online trolls, but they don't even know who hacked it. They're not saying, how many trolls, they say it, disgraceful online trolls. What, did 20 trolls hack it? Or was it just one person? Who was that person? It's just a load of tosh, isn't it? But that is tabloid life, says Mickey. The article also called the hackers sick and said they had traumatised the owner of the accounts. And what Mickey says, and I agree with her, is if I had to pick a thing to be traumatised about on February the 19th, would you really give a shit if an online troll had put a nude picture of a woman on your online? You wouldn't be traumatised, would you? You'd be a bit annoyed, but you certainly wouldn't be traumatised. If you're a man, you might think, well, that's a nice picture. I mean, I've seen the bit. They're not, they're not sexual explicit. They're nice pictures, if you like, of women scantily dead. Dead. Oh, is that a Freudian slip? Scantily dead? Scantily dressed, I meant to say. God, I'm only on tea. I've not even had a drink yet. I think that was a bit of Freudian slip. So they're pictures of women scantily dressed, quite young women, but at the end of the day, they're over legal age. So she says, this is Mickey again, don't forget, traumatised is a funny word. Hi Desi, hi Bad Fairy. Hope I haven't missed anyone. If I miss anyone, please let me know. Well, let me know. Say hello again now. But trouble is that when I start reading the chat, I go off this and I lose track. So this is what Mickey says. Traumatised is a funny word considering that the man's TikTok account followed upwards of 300 underage and 20-something lingerie bikini models and other scantily clad influencers. God, I can't talk this morning. Influencers. And his Pinterest account had pics of topless or sexily dressed women dating back 8 months and earlier. Here are screenshots I took on February the 17th. This is Mickey, not me, of who he followed on TikTok. This is just a small sample, as in total he followed 449 people. So Paul was following 449 TikTokers. So this is the man that complains. All these people that complain about social media, they all use it themselves. I'm sure they're on other channels making comments. People use social media now. What they're trying to say, that everybody uses it, like probably, what do you reckon the percentage is? Probably 75% of people all over the world use social media. I would think in all countries. They use it everywhere, even in obscure, countries that you think they wouldn't have, the internet or whatever. I don't know, Peru or it's not, social media is not just like 5% of the population. These trolls use it. Everybody uses it. He's using it. He's following people on TikTok. So 449 people, and then she has. If you get a chance to look at her, the actual blog, which I can't get because I can't get on my StreamYard. Oh God, where have I gone? I've lost it. you can see all these different TikTokers that he's following because she goes into all of them. And there's pictures of, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot. And they're all young female influencers. So, just as one example, he followed Olivia Dunn, who is in college and currently 20 years old. He presently follows her on Instagram. Here are screenshots of his Pinterest taken on February the 20th. And then there's, let's have a look, his Pinterest. Yeah, and these pictures that are on there, they're 8 months ago. You know, so they weren't after Nicola disappeared. So the one, they're not by the hackers who are supposedly the disgusting online trolls that, you know, he caught their attention after Nicola disappeared. These were put on over 8 months ago. So as I say, I can't show it, but if you, God, I've lost it again, honest to God. Bloody press the phone, everything goes, doesn't it? So yeah, so this is her point. What she's trying to say is, when he said, you know, that he'd been hacked on that date, but these accounts following these scantily clad women, etc., they go back 8 months, way back before Nicola disappeared. So it's not true. Basically, what she's saying is it's not true. Okay, what have I done with it now? So what do you think? I mean, as I say, I haven't looked into it as Mickey's looked into it, but I know, for me, when it happened, I remember thinking, oh, I don't believe that he's been hacked. Listen, a lot of men keep pictures of half-naked women. That's not what I'm saying. It's making a big thing of it, you know. I've got to find it again. There it is. So what do you think so far? Do you think he was hacked, or do you think there were his pictures? Is there anything wrong with having pictures? Well, he's in his 40s. Is there anything wrong with having pictures of 20-year-old influencers? Now, you know that a lot of girls who are at university, this is a common way that they earn money these days, to go on OnlyFans. I have got no issue with that. As long as they don't feel exploited, as long as, you know, they are feel comfortable doing it. It's exploitation, or, you know, some people will be happy doing that and earning money, and there's no actual sex, is there, etc. So I'm not against it like that, but again, for me, the only thing that would ever bother me is if, for example, if it was my partner and he was doing it, I wouldn't like it if I didn't know. You know, to find that out, because it would make you feel a bit, well, it certainly made me feel very insecure, because I haven't got a body like that, I don't look like that, so you'd feel a bit, oh gosh, you know, is that what he's into? He's not really into me, you know, so who knows. Pete Rhodes, Mickey's not even a man, it's a woman. It's a woman, and what do you know about her? What do you know about her? You know, if you don't, you really are watching the wrong video here, because you won't hear me say anything bad against Mickey. Mickey is a woman, not a man, so you don't even know the full story, so, you know, perhaps you're the one that should find out the full story before you make comments. Okay, so then Michaela, she goes on to say, but how do we know these accounts were really him? Well, for one, his Pinterest account linked to his actual blog about personal growth, which has not been updated for years. But mainly, we know they were his accounts because Lancashire Police released a statement on February the 19th confirming that his Pinterest account had been hacked and that the matter was being investigated, and the account was taken down. Wasn't Lancashire Constabulary a bit busy that day? So yeah, didn't they have other things to do? And Christina, people can be hacked. Of course it can be hacked. So what were your, who did it? Who did it? Who did that to you? You know, but that doesn't mean his has been hacked, has it? You know, again, you're another one who comes on quite. You're just watching the wrong channel. If you don't like me reading things out from Mickey, who I have a lot of respect for, then you don't have to watch. I would advise you didn't watch, because you're just going to come on and make sarcastic comments, and that's just going to irritate me, and in the end I'll just shut you off. But anyway, so we all know they were his accounts. We also know they were his accounts. So if you listen to the actual video as well, she is explaining how she knows it's real. She's just not saying it's real, and with no explanation of why she thinks it's real. I think sometimes you trolls, you come on, you don't even listen to the video. You've just got your view. You say what you think. You don't even listen. So what's the point? So we also know that they were his accounts, because his actual Instagram account, which is live and public now, although it contains no content of his own, follows many of the same women the TikTok account was following. In fact, over the past few months, his Instagram account has continued to add dozens of underage and otherwise very long lingerie and bikini influencers and other content creators. And she puts in brackets, I really don't know what to call them and do not judge any of these women at all. Hopefully you get the type of content I'm talking about. His LinkedIn account has in the past, in 2022, also liked a couple of posts by very young, well-endowed women talking about, one, the pros of not wearing bras with pictures illustrating such, and two, of not drinking alcohol. Now, I think the other thing you've got to think about is, why would Mickey, who's she's public with her name, she's an ex-journalist, why would she do it? So she's just doing it for the fun of it. Why would she do it unless she genuinely believes, which she does, that something untoward has gone on? Now, I don't know if anything untoward has gone on. Somebody wants to do a blog like this explaining why it was hacked and why, Paul is, was a perfect partner. I read that out as well. I'll read out both sides of it, but nobody's doing that, are they? So where's the saying how fantastic Paul was and all that? There is no. So, well, if there is, you let me know and I'll read that out online as well. So, Mickey goes on to say, let me be clear, in my opinion, there is nothing wrong with having such accounts or liking such content, if your partner knew about it and didn't mind. What I have a problem with is, one, possibly doing this in secret, even though his accounts were all public. Two, the potential for this type of behaviour to be a precursor or accompaniment to other dishonest behaviour. Three, not following your own partner back on Instagram, while at the same time following underage 20-something influencers, which was the case here. So he didn't follow her on Instagram. Anyway, and number four, saying you were hacked on the day that the body of your partner was found. Or in all likelihood, because supposedly he didn't know for certain on that day, it wasn't confirmed till the next day. So, even if you were hacked, yeah, and why haven't they found the hackers? Anyway, I feel like I'm justifying a stupid argument when I'm trying to go on the other. I try to do both sides of everything, but some people just won't. They just don't listen to a reasoned argument. That's the other reason why I like Mickey, because she tries to look at the opposite side of things as well. So I think she's similar to me, because I always try and look at the opposite. I don't want to think bad of someone, especially the father of those girls who have now lost their mother. So the last thing you want is to think that the father that's looking after them is not a good person. I want to think he's a good person. Somebody proved to me he's a good person, then I'll think he's a good person. But it just seems like nothing, you know, and I'm not talking about what other people say, I'm talking about my own impressions of him when I've seen him being interviewed and, you know, his lack of emotion, etc. There's a reason for the way I feel about things. It's not just because I hate men or, you know, I really like men, but I don't like abusive men. Um, okay, singular. So, even if you were hacked, back to what Mickey or Michaela says, even if you were hacked, why are you taking attention off the unimaginable reality of what just happened to your partner? Thing is, yeah, if you're, what would you sell your story to the Sun to say that you'd been, or whoever it was, the Express or whichever newspaper it was, would you really be thinking about selling that story when your partner's just been found dead in a river? Make a bit of money, eh, Paul? Use always a little bit of money. You know, probably accuse social media people of making money, but you know, social media people, they really genuinely, most of them. I mean, you always get some that are only doing it for the money. Of course, you will. But most of them, I think, they really do care about what did happen to Nicola. Anyway, even if you were hacked, why are you taking attention off the unimaginable reality of what just happened to your partner? But by all appearances, you weren't hacked, which makes it doubly concerning that you might choose to do this. You know? Unfortunately, there's more. I didn't take screenshots, but this man changed his Instagram username from something to the effect of Paul20, PORL20, after Nicola's body was found and identified. He changed it from that to Paulie Dances, PAULY Dances. Yes, excuse me. Yes, that's right. He chose to use a vague play on words of his last name to talk about dancing after his partner is found dead in a river and his children are left motherless. In the months since, as I've already said, his public Instagram account, which also follows Nicola's sister, his own sister, his father, etc., has added a bunch of new babes to the his following list, as recently as this past weekend. Here is just a sample of some of the here is just a sample of some of the content from people he follows, with their identities obscured out of respect for them. Now, then there's several photos of, gosh, I mean they're not illegal photos, and there's no nudity, but there's not many clothes. Shall I put it that way? Uh, as I say, you can find this online. It's called the Glow Up Mickey.ghost.io. That's Michaela, the lady who's written this, and it's a woman. You know, all the trolls, they don't even know that it's actually a woman. Just because it says Mickey, they just assume it'd be a man. Yeah, they're not nude photos of these young girls, but oh, but there's not many clothes on there. There's not many clothes on there, let's say. So, and again, she makes a point that I've made all the beginning. It's not just one. If this was the only thing that Paul had a few rude photos on his Instagram, well, who cares? Who hasn't? Probably. I mean, I haven't, as it happens. But what man maybe? Men do like looking at photos of women. I know that. But it's not just that, is it? You put them all up together. Hi, Princess. Hi, Jenny. Hi, Rooster. Yeah. So this is it. It's not just these one things. I could read out this blog, and that in itself doesn't mean anything. But you add it on to all the other things, then it starts to mean something, doesn't it? That's how I feel in my eyes. Add all the little things up together, and you get a bloody big thing. So Michaela goes on to say, it's hard to isolate this from everything else that's gone on. That's what I would say, including rumours, just rumours. Now these are rumours, aren't they? From locals that the man was seen drunk and enjoying himself in a pub. I'd like to be a fly on the wall there. When I went to, because I haven't even had a chance to put on my footage yet from St Michael's when I went there last week, and the pub was shut, but I would have liked to have gone in and had a drink and got a feel of the place. But anyway, so this was an unsubstantiated, and I'll make this clear, unsubstantiated rumour, unproved rumour, that he was seen drunk and enjoying himself in the pub or in a pub on the Saturday after Nicola went missing and other days in late January and early February. Now, he may have been drowning his sorrows. I'm not saying I would. Well, I wouldn't have been in the pub doing it because I would have broke down any time anybody spoke to me. But he doesn't break down, does he really? But you know, men like to go to pubs. People like to go to pubs. So that in itself, I suppose, is nothing. But anyway, these comments about this, although, as I said, they're unproven, they were made in multiple Twitter spaces, and one participant said he was seen laughing at the pub in early February. So she goes on to say, I don't know what's happening here, but it sure doesn't look like grief. It looks more like a glow up. Now, is glow, I don't know what a glow up is. I'm going to have to, this is going to be another new expression that I've never heard of. I don't know what a glow up is. Does anybody know what a glow up is? In chat? Let me know if you know what a glow up is, because I don't actually know. I just saw it on here. That's the first time I've ever seen it. Now, so all that is Michaela's opinion. And I'm reading it out. Well, some of it is she's looked into it. The actual posts and things are definite. There were posts from 8 months ago. These scantily clad women. So if he was actually hacked on that day, they couldn't put in posts from 8 months ago. So they're not all from hackers. Some of them are from him. I personally, and I thought at the time, but as I said, I didn't look into it. But I thought, oh, I don't believe hackers will have been. Well, why would they do that? Yeah, what's the purpose of that? To go onto someone's account? And anyway, I don't believe it. You believe it if you like. You know, everybody has their choice. My choice is I don't believe that he was hacked. I think he probably had those, and he was probably embarrassed about them maybe. And when the police went into the social media accounts, etc., and he just had to find a reason. But even if he didn't, then, you know, fair enough. He had posts of scantily clad women. He should have just admitted it. And then he sold his story to the newspaper. You know, I don't know. Hi, Julie. I hope you're okay. So now, oh, sorry, I'm just reading the comments under Mickey's. Under Mickey's. Let's see. Yeah, so people have obviously made comments on Mickey's thing, but I'll leave you to find that. Now you can subscribe to. I don't know if it's a thing you have to pay for or not, or you just. Oh, it's free. Yeah, so you can subscribe. I think, let's see. I don't know why I haven't subscribed actually before. Anyway, I'm going to subscribe so that I get any future ones. Because as I say, she doesn't just do things about Nicola Bull, it's about lots of missing people. But when she does, she really goes into it, you know, like that. I like that because it's she's much more tech-minded than I am. I mean, the Fitbit was brilliant, I think, the way she explained that. And whenever she does it, as I say, not only on Nicola Bully, but on anything, she's very forensic in her methods. So it's worth reading, and then you make your mind. I mean, I'm not telling people they have to believe what Mickey says or what I say. What you have to do is take all the knowledge you can, put it all together, and make your own decisions, don't you? Stepford Wives. Yeah. And anybody want to send me any alternative, you know, like that is, I don't know. I mean, Paul doesn't have to justify himself, of course he doesn't. So he doesn't have to. Nobody, but I haven't seen anybody saying, well, I don't know. I'm not commenting on that. So Yes, method wanting the investigation dropped despite the man in black, despite the screams heard. You know, you'd want to know what happened to your loved one. You'd want to know exactly what had happened to them, wouldn't you? So, um, it's all a very strange thing. And the thing is, that's why we're all still interested in it. If it was cut and dried, if it wasn't strange, everybody would have moved on by now. But, you know, it's hard to move on when you feel like it's unresolved, isn't it? It's unresolved. It's like an unresolved. We don't. There's too many things that are mysterious. It's not just, you know, one thing that's mysterious. It's all mysterious, isn't it? It's mysterious that there's no CCTV of her. It's mysterious that she wasn't found for 23 days despite the world and his dog, literally the world and his dog searching that river. 23 days not found, you know, so it's all those things that are suspicious. But anyway. Okay, so I hope you found that interesting. I'm sorry I couldn't actually show it you on the thing, though. Really, it's probably better. Don't really be wanting to show semi-naked pictures of women on the on my channel. I get accused of not liking men and only liking women. People are funny, aren't they? Really? Because I don't know. I hope I don't come over that I don't like men. I do not like domestic abusive men. No, I don't. But generally, I really like men. You know, I like men's company. And women are nice, they're very, very nice. But when they're bad, they're awful. No, I'm only joking. It's a joke. It's a joke. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah. Julie, you need to move there. You need to move there with your hair and upset the apple cart. Maybe they'd all end up with red hair then because they like to copy each other. I think the reason they've all got blonde hair, I think there's a lot of copying goes on there because it's such a small village and there's not much going on. They're probably all trying to look the same, do the same. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I told you how I felt when I went there. I got that impression that it was one of those places that all felt perfect. You know, and the last couple of days when I was in Manchester, it's so nice. You know, everyone's so different, aren't they? You know, I do sort of miss that about Britain sometimes. Is that there's this sort of everyone's got their own style. They don't all dress the same. They all dress differently. Got different hair colours, different hairstyles. They dress in different clothes. You know, I do like that diversity that you get in a big city. That's what you get in a big city. A big city in small villages, you don't get so much diversity, unfortunately. But okay, so I've got to go. Don't forget to like. There's 112 of you watching at the moment and only 48 likes. So does that mean I've got 48 genuine, nice people on there and the rest of them are just trolls trying to see what I'm saying? Or, you know, probably. But if you are, then you can do if you're another creator and you don't want to like it, do a downwards like. I don't mind. Okay, yeah, a lot of variety in the city. I do like a bit of. Oh, thank you, Desi. I like living. I live in a village. I like living in a village. There's lots of things I like living in a village, but I do sometimes miss. So you know, one day if I'm ever a millionaire, that's what I'd like to do is have a little place in a city, a little place in the country or in a village, and then you get the best of both worlds, don't you? Because oh, thank you, Joanne. Neither of them are perfect. There's no perfect life. There's no perfect life out there, you know that, but it's nice to get a bit of, like, it's nice to be in a hot country, but it's been so nice to come to the UK and it'd be cool. And I know those of you who live in the UK, you wait so long for a bit of sun and that, but believe me, when you get the sun day in, day out, you do get sick of it. You do get sick of it. And it sounds ridiculous, but you literally do. And you look forward to a little bit of cool weather, so that's just the way it is. Okay, so, oh gosh, I'm trying to get ready on my computer to end the stream. I'm not on the computer, I'm on the phone. God, that's the one thing that I do miss about being at home. Not the only thing, I miss my dogs as well. But I really am missing my computer, as I've told you. So that's it. Anyway, I managed to do a video. That's good, and a lot of a lot of you came on and watched it. So that's nice. I'm glad I did it now. I was thinking of I think, oh, shall I wait till tonight? But I've got classes later, going on quite late, and I might not feel like it then. So I thought, no, do it now while I've got some energy, etc. No, I'm not back home yet, Princess. Next week. Next week I'll be back home. Bye, David. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Have a lovely day or a lovely, it depends where you are, where you're watching from. Have a great day, afternoon, evening, night, whatever. Thank you. Bye. Oh, and of course, remember to always live and love very wisely, very carefully. Watch your social media accounts. Don't forget, somebody might hack into them one day and steal all your pictures of your scantily clad men or women. What was it I said earlier that I said? Oh, yeah, scantily dressed women, not scantily dead women, as I said earlier. That was definitely a Freudian slip. Okay, bye bye. So, until I see you again, may your gods go with you. Bye.